Morning guys, we're off to test out this Tohatsu 6 horsepower 4-stroke this morning. Got up nice and early, it's not even 6 o'clock yet. Alarm went off nice and early. The seagulls were chirping and I needed a wee anyway, so I just got out of bed and jumped in the van. So where are we heading this morning? We are heading to the Kingston Beach, RNLI kind of Shoreham kind of way. It's really good to launch from around there. So quick stop off at Mackie D's beforehand, I think, because I'm absolutely starving. I'm in two minds actually, because I want to just get out on that water, and also the Mackies are in. So there's been a lot of news, there's been a lot of discussions on all the forums, all Facebook and everything, about dolphins in the area, shoals of mackerel washing up on, well, not washing up on the beach, but you know what I mean. All the anglers are down at the beach yesterday pulling millions of mackerel out, so I hope they left me some. Anyway, I'm going to get set up and get out there, and we'll see you on the water. Look at this beautiful day, guys. 6 o'clock. We're all set up. It took about 10 minutes to set her up. And yeah, like I said, today is all about that engine. Catching fish as well, hopefully, but it's the first time we're using this Tohatsu 6 horsepower 4-stroke. It's absolutely gleaming in the sun there. Look at her go. Very, very pretty engine, this. Very good looking motor. Absolutely perfect. Like I was saying before, I love the propeller on it. Look at that. You get a proper one with it, not like these other ones, the 5 horsepower that are kind of like half a propeller. Anyway, I got my coffee. Some action over there in the water. Little bait fish going wild. Surprised the seagulls hadn't spotted that. Anyway, let's get out there. Here we go then, boys. First pull of the morning. First pull of the day. See if I can do it one-handed. Oh, almost. Chokes out. There you go, have some of that. Right guys, quick update then. We're just chugging out to a little mark over there. I see loads of seagulls over that way. Can't even get over there without catching Mackies. Yeah, there's loads about. Oh, there we go again. We're in. Oh my God, hang on. Yeah, full string of Mackies. I had to get them in there because the slime was going everywhere. So that's around. I think we've got about 6 or 7 now. Anyway, I thought I'd switch the camera on quickly because I wanted to just talk about this engine very quickly. It's a feature that I've never been able to do it with any of my other engines, and that is pulling it with one hand. Oh, look at that. Let's take the choke up. What's it doing that now? Ah, we haven't got the kill cord in. What a wally. Here we go. Right. Don't want to exert myself too much. It's only early. Okay, can I get the kill cord in with one hand? Here we go. Ready? That is ridiculous. Anyway, let's try and chug over there. There's some seagulls over there, even though we don't need to because there's loads of Mackies around, but I think over there is going to be crazy busy. Let's get there before any other boats turn up. Right, this is where all the birds are, so they usually know what's going on, don't they? Let's just chug slowly into the area so that we don't scare any massive shoals of fish off. Got the Mackie feathers just trolling behind the boat. I'm actually holding the rod this time because it's getting a bit hectic. Every time we catch, every time we get a bite, there you go, there's a knock. Right, yeah, we're on again. How you doing, guys? Sorry, I was feeling a bit guilty. When you go Mackie bashing, it's a bit hectic, and I haven't really got my my little mount, so that I can't go hands-free today. So anyway, an update, we've caught probably about 20 Mackies, 20 nice little mackerel, actually not small, quite nice chunky ones. Got to the point where I'm throwing medium-sized ones back now because we're catching so many. Hooked a jumbo one. It was probably like 35 centimeters or something. He's in the bag. Oh, but this thing got hooked in the eye / the gills, and it was just shaking blood everywhere. So truly christened the engine. I've truly christened my new little top from Temu. But yeah, the engine is absolutely running like a beaut. I'm really super impressed with this. Yeah, it's trolling at a very nice speed. It's just literally idling, and we're probably going about 2 mile an hour, 1.5 mile an hour. Very, very quiet at this kind of level. It's just pottering around, ticking over. Yeah, it's not even half 7 in the morning, and we've pretty much done a full day's. Feels like we've done a full day's worth of fishing already. Apologies, I've not got anything on the camera because, like I was saying, I just don't know how I'm going to do it today. And these Mackies keep falling off, so I'll catch like 4 at a go, and then maybe 2 or 3 will flick off. But now I've got quite a few in the esky. I'll try and get some action on the camera next. But like I said, don't know how I'm going to do it. Might just get that lure in there, see if we can catch one on a single small, like sand eel style lure. But yeah, I've had most action kind of closer to the shore actually, and then as I turn the engine off and start drifting out, I'll catch straight away, and then by the time I've drifted out, I'll put the line back in and there's nothing. So I'm just chugging slowly to inshore a bit whilst we got the Mackie feathers out. Just get them a bit deeper, so let some line out. Whoop. As he says, I think, are we on? No, we're not on. We're not on. Oh, this is the problem. Fishing, engine, trying to video. Oh, and I got a real big wedgie. My nuts are just getting smashed. Oy. Right, let's straighten her up. Yeah, what a day for it. What a day for it, guys. As I mentioned, this 6 horsepower Tohatsu is beautiful. Link in description for all this gear, by the way. You can get these from Boatworld. I think they're like £1,200. No, about 1,100. And then if you want a tank, and by the time you paid a little bit of delivery, etc., and some oil, you're probably looking at about £1,200. But one absolute bargain. Go and grab one for the season, boys. I'm not going to be doing a speed test today because I'm just running it in. But it's pure. It's had some Mackie juice all over it, so it's been christened nicely. And yeah, so far, I really didn't know what I was going to do actually. To be fair, so we changed subject a little bit. But my Honda 5 horsepower was my dream machine. You knew how much I love that engine, but unfortunately I sold it with the bigger fishing boat. So I've been umming and ahhing and trying to think, shall I get another one? But I thought, why not go for something a tiny bit bigger, a 6 horsepower. And I was a bit worried I wasn't going to be liking it as much as the Honda. But at this point, I know it's early days, but I can pull this with one arm. The gear shifter's on the front, so seriously good for accessibility. Top marks there. The only thing I can give it a little bit of criticism about is the paint job. I mean, the hood's nice, the cowling's beautiful, but the rest, like the tiller arm and the leg, and below the power head or the apron, the lower apron kind of area, I just kind of think that, I know it's black and it's kind of what you can't get much more out of it than just the shiny kind of gloss black colour, but I just feel like the paint, for some reason, it doesn't look and feel, I sense that it's not going to be as hardy as the Honda paint. Might just be an early kind of assumption, but those Honda, the silver Hondas, that paint, the paint jobs on those are insane. But I can kind of tell that this is a bit of a cheaper paint job. But that is my only critique at the moment. It's no biggie. Obviously, the paint job doesn't really matter, but just to maybe make it feel like a little bit better build quality. If Tohatsu, if you're listening, somehow get a bit of a better paint job on it. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that's really being picky. The rest of it's beautiful. But yeah, I've got the kill cord around my ankle. Oh, can you see that? Probably the best place to put it, so it's just out of the way. Because if you put it on your arm, you need your arm, right? You're gonna be like using your arm for fishing, right? Put your foot, sorry, your ankle, there's no issues there with, you know, it's right next to the engine anyway, and you've got a long leg, so you can slide up the front of the boat with it, you know, staying in place, and you're not going to lose your kill switch overboard, really. So it's probably my best bit of advice for today's video. Anyway, we've not had a bite yet for a while. I thought we might have a bite. That's me jiggling that, by the way. Oh, my arm is aching, so I'm just going to switch off for now and kind of troll over in that direction, get a bit closer in, and see if we get a bite. I mean, it must be near high tide now, so slack water. Usually the predator fish go off the bite, off the feed. I think that's because I think they're just resting when it's slack water, because all their bait is, it's easier for the bait fish to swim when there's no current, basically. So if you're a predator and you're kind of, I guess, using your energy efficiently, you're going to maybe wait until your bait fish or your food is kind of stuck in a current. So they're easy pickings, basically. So I think slack tide, they're kind of resting. Anyway, might be making that up, but that's kind of, it makes sense to me anyway. This is certainly a lot quicker than that Honda. This is what I felt that the Honda should be doing. We're fully playing it. The Honda was on the limit of almost playing it. This is so much faster. I'm going to try and get a reading on my sat nav. Shouldn't really be doing this because I'm meant to be running the engine in, but go and try and get a reading. Hang on. Bit naughty, I know. I shouldn't have really been giving it the old wide open throttle, but I just couldn't resist it. Now, I've got a massive giant tank of petrol, 25 litres, probably got 20 litres of fuel in there. Quite a bit of gear, just myself. I was leaning forward, but you could just feel like as soon as it climbed over the wave that the boat kind of produces when it's pushing into the water, as soon as you climb over that and start surfing it, you're planing. The Honda didn't do that. Boatworld 300 with a Honda 5 horsepower 4-stroke didn't do that. As you can see, if you want to check out my previous videos, and this has 6 horsepower Tohatsu, brand new, 4-stroke. But yeah, it's the 6 horsepower. What an absolute machine. I'm well happy with that. That's what I wanted. That's the speed I wanted. It's any faster than that, you're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable in a dinghy, I think, of this size anyway. The sea state is smooth. There's a bit of a swell, but that was doing 13 kilometers an hour. Now, I reckon without the extra fuel tank, and if I can get further up the front, I reckon that'll do 15 easily. Not bad for a first run. And I think I need to trim the engine up as well, because at the moment it's kind of a bit too, it needs to be out a little bit, I think. But we'll play with that. I'll put it up a notch for next time and see if see if that makes any sense. Oh, sorry, if that makes any difference, if that improves it at all. Anyway, I'm going in now because, well, it's only 8 o'clock, but the Mackies have stopped biting. Don't really want to commit to the rest of the day. I've got a full bag of fish and it's basically time to go in, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope that's been useful to you all. Link in the description for all this gear, but massive shout out to Boatworld. You can get these Tohatsu 6 horsepower 4-strokes from them, and I think I've pretty much nailed it now with the size of the boat and the size of the engine, the practicality of it all. And you know, it's more about the lifting it into the car, lifting it down the beach. You know, it doesn't weigh much at all. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe, give us a like, and we'll catch you on the next adventure. Cheers, guys. Here we go then, boys. How many we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 Mackies, boys. Size of that one. That is a 35cm one right there. Beautiful. Right, gonna get these cleaned up and in the freezer and fridge, I think.